Jarrod, it felt like the trickle the down wall was going to burst with those weight of numbers.
Yeah, the numbers were really stacked against us early on. Even in the first probably 15 minutes of the game, trying to build the ball up from deep in our back half. There's always going to come a time when, the down walls do break, and probably got out of that one in the first quarter. Kicking 2 or 3, I think it was by the end of it. But unfortunately today, all the things that we planned for, we didn't execute, and in the end, we're disappointed, especially with that second half, how we performed.
You were talking last week about the metrics you were aiming for. Did you hit any of those?
Not today, we didn't. No, not today. Which is, we just spoke about it then, which is the disappointing part of today, is that we go into, and my messaging, I suppose, as sort of the caretaker coach, has been pretty simple, is that we want to get better each week, and what that looks like, and then the outcome will take care of itself. And today, we obviously didn't execute on the things that we're focusing on around our identity as a football team.
How do you think your defence operated given the pressure they were under?
Well, our back six held up, considering the ball was coming at time with a bit of freedom. I think they kicked 5 goals sort of on return to serve from sort of half back and off stoppage. So that was the disappointing thing, that the ball was coming back with interest and our backs held in there. But across the ground, defence, mids and forwards wasn't at the level it should be. We had some opportunities when we did go forward with the ball to execute, and we didn't execute. But I think, at the end of the day, I don't think we had a tackle in our forward 50, which is, it's not what we're chasing, obviously, and it's an area that we'll review as to why, whether it was connection, whether it was obviously just the work rate to get there and get it done. So we'll review that, but I think it was 23-0 and sort of forward 50 tackles. You're not going to survive in the game with those stats.
What do you make of Liam Ryan when he made contact with Liam Stocker's head? Do you expect him to play next week for you guys?
To be honest, I can't comment on that incident because I didn't see it in direct. I had so much going on in the game, so I didn't have much focus on that.
Is Harley's combative nature becoming a concern? He just spends a lot of time getting in other teams' faces.
No, look, obviously he's a young man. He's 19 years of age. A lot of hype around him. I don't know if there's been too many 19-year-olds that have had that much hype. So teams are going to put work into him. But he's a young man, he's combative, and we want him to be combative. It's all about controlled aggression as to making sure he stays on task and executes his role for us in the team. So that's what we look at more so than how he's going about being too aggressive and getting distracted. It's more that he's executing his role. But let's not forget he's 19 years of age and he's still finding his way in this AFL game.
And what did you make of that when he got caught for running too far? Certainly, if you asked 10 people if they thought he ran too far there, I reckon about 9 would have said he was fine. What did you make of it?
Not much. The fact that I did like that he was looking to go at the game. One too many steps, that's going to happen. But the fact that he went at the game is what we were looking for in our game. So, and that's what he brings. He brings that excitement. He brings others into the game, and he's a line breaker. So, the more we can encourage that of Harley, the better we'll be as a team.
Do you think this should be extended to 20 metres in terms of the rule? Because at the moment it's at 15, and it doesn't look like the umpires really play to that rule too often.
No, I think we've had enough rule changes. We're pretty good. I think we can keep it as that.
2 weeks is interim, coach.
Yeah.
You're going to officially put your hand up for the race for the full-time gig?
Look, I think I said before game, I'm just focusing on week to week how I can just execute my role as the caretaker coach. To just continue to hopefully be a part of us getting better as a football club, and we'll see what happens in the future. But right now my focus was on today's game. My focus will be on the review, and we'll put our sights on Freo, which is a great opportunity for our guys to go to work in a derby. So we've got to make sure we respond in a way we're bringing energy into our training, learn from this game and continue to look to get better.
No injury concerns for that?
Not that I know of. No, not that I know of so far. I haven't talked to the medical staff, but I think we're okay.
I think Tom landed heavily on his back leg.
Yep.
It's not that ongoing issue, but Tom just raised himself out of it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty hard ask for him today.
Yeah, it was. I asked the leaders to lead with actions and direct with voice today. And as I said, we had 11 guys, 50 games or less, and he was one of the leaders that really sort of led with his actions today. And that's what we want from our leaders. So we'll look to hopefully get a couple of boys back next week that will support those leaders in their positions as well.
Quite undermanned today. Were there any positives to take out of the performances of some of your younger players?
Yeah, well, once again, they're learning on the job. What we are learning is more about our list as well. So there was opportunities given to players that warranted those opportunities because they played some good football in the waffle, and we want to see that. Look, Ruben Jimby, the last 2 weeks he's gone to half-back. We had to put him in the midfield because we needed to sort of change something in the midfield, and I think what we've seen with him down back, he's grown another leg. We've seen a bit of run and carry. He's got great vertical jump. Sometimes he's jumping too well, and if you can just pluck a few of those balls, there's another 5 or 6 opportunities to impact the game. But we want him to keep going at the game. So I thought he was good today. And probably the other one is Jaden Hunt. A guy that's played over 100 AFL games, and he probably had one of his best games in a long time playing across half-back. He was one of the players that was getting through the game. So it was good to see him do that. And once again, we're in that exploration period where some of the guys have been given some opportunities in and around the footy, and we saw moments of that today, but not at the level of last week.
Can they give you a chance to return next week?
All things going well, yes. He'll return. Jake Waterman should be okay as well. They're the two obvious ones there as well.
You guys beat Fremantle by 37 points the last time you played them. Feeling confident against them this week?
We're always feeling confident. We always go into each week, looking to be our best. And I think we have a great opportunity to really review strongly from this game, to put us in a great position, mindset and physically, to go out and compete. And look, you've got to leverage a little bit off how well you played last time, and that is how we go about our football. And that's when we're chasing our identity. If I go back to that game, we saw our identity that we're chasing as a football team, and that's why we won the game of football. But we're inconsistent with that at the moment, and we get an opportunity to get back to it. No worries. Thanks, guys.